Welcome back to this pick.
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
And we're going to be doing a recap of the Browns versus the Titans. A little transparency. Was able to watch the game. I had to work, so Ryan's going to take over most of the review. But I have watched the highlights, listened to Ryan's critiques of the game, and I'm going to give my best opinion of what I've seen. Browns got the crap beat out of them. Did not play well. Penalties really killed them. 18 of them just unacceptable. Game was really close till the fourth quarter, which just fell apart. 2 minutes to go in third quarter, there was like a three-point game, 2-point game.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a blowout, kind of like the score indicates, or people saying it was a blowout, which it really wasn't, in my opinion. First off, offense for Browns did not play well. Bake didn't have any time, got smushed, 5 sacks, 3 interceptions, not acceptable. I know he's trying to come back, but one of those interceptions were a couple of them really bad. So he's got to correct that. He might have been a little hurt, so
yeah, he got hurt.
So I think that might have impacted his play a tad. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of excuse, but not that much because he still was out there. So defensively for the Browns, they did play well for the most part. They did hold the Titans to about 15 points until the fourth quarter, which then they gave up that Henry touchdown and everything fell apart after that. For the offensive Mariota and the gang, they weren't bad. Henry had a good game. Mariota didn't play terrible. He didn't turn the ball over. Corey Davis had a decent game, to my knowledge. They have a pretty frosty little offense. It's not great though. Still don't have a ton of. I don't think Mariota's still really that good, but if he doesn't turn the ball over and plays as well as he can, they're gonna be a playoff team, in my opinion, especially because the South's wide open in my eyes. So great win by the Titans. Great job, Coach Vrabel. Got his team really motivated to beat the Browns. Browns have a target on their back, man.
Yep.
Not fully their fault, but it is to agree because they have a lot of hype caused by them and caused by the media and everyone else. So when you're a really talented team that talks a lot and has a lot of hype by the media, you're going to be a target and teams don't want to play you. Walker, tight end for the Titans, said that they're old Browns, which they're not in my eyes. But I can see what he's saying. I mean, he kicked the crap out. His team kicked the crap out of them, so he can really say whatever he wants to say. So, great win again by the Titans. Browns, man, they got to play better. If they go 0-2 against the Jets, then I'm going to get a little worried. But I don't know if they're going to lose that game. We're getting into it next week, of course. Last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to knock it off to Ryan. Everyone's overreacting, of course. This is week 1. The media is being ridiculous. I understand the fans. The fans are going to say whatever they want to say. Most of them don't know what the heck they're talking about. So, they're fans. I don't care. But the media has just been ridiculous. Like, I understand it's week 1, so everyone's going to overreact, but man, people calm down. Calm down. Like, act like they have a garbage quarterback and a garbage team. Like, this still, on my eyes, still going to be the division winner, especially because Steelers didn't look good. Ravens did play really well, but they played a college team in my eyes. So, well, I definitely have a lot of confidence still in the Browns. But yeah, they got to get some things figured out, and if they struggle against the Jets, then I'm going to have to change my opinion a bit, because if they lose these Jets, that's not going to be good. So that's really all I got to say. Thanks for watching, man.
Yeah, man, I'm going to start with the Browns. Just really bad offensive line work, man. They got to get that figured out ASAP. There's at least 4 to 5 times I can count on my hand that Baker didn't even have time to look down the field. He had to either run or just take the hit because, like I said, he just had no chance at all to even look down the field. He didn't play his greatest either, so especially at the end of the game when he was trying to press it too much. I think that's why he has those 3 turnovers. The first one was a fluky one. It got tipped in the air, so that one I mean, of course you got to count it, but I don't count that as a bad throw. The other two, yes, they were, but he was trying to get his team back in the game. So I'm not too mad at those. But yeah, he still has to play better. Uh, Receivers got to get open more. Outside of the first couple drives, Beckham was doing what Beckham does, but after that, they kind of got shut down and couldn't do much after that. So they got to get things figured out on offense, build their chemistry up. I think that's another thing. They need to run the ball a little bit more with Chubb because he did have a pretty solid game. So I think they need to do that. Defensive wise for the Browns. For most part of the game, they played pretty well. I think, like Adam said, right after they gave up that little screen pass to Derrick Henry, and he ran for 1,000 yards, seemed like. After that play, it just fell apart for him. It just felt like after that big, huge chunk of play and touchdown, it just kind of gave up at that point. It was like, all right, well, that done ticked us off. Our offense ain't doing nothing, and we've been kind of having a frustrating day anyway, so I didn't think they gave up after that. So, yeah, the score definitely doesn't predict how the game actually went, but still, that Titans, that Browns defense, like I said, they could be a problem, man. They just had their woes, man. Before I move on to the Titans, I gotta say, man, they gotta cut down them penalties. 18 penalties, way too much. Not gonna win a game with that many penalties. It's just not gonna happen. And another thing is, before I, like I said, move on to the Titans, is I think it just the overhype factor of this game, or just the team in general for the Browns. I wouldn't say got to them. It's just I don't think they were prepared for the Titans to come out the way they did. And this is the thing, and this is really what the Browns need to keep in their head is the team on the other side of the field understands the talent on that team. So they're not going to just sit back and play, chump football. They're going to sit there and play bully ball with you because they know they got to. Because they know the talent on that both sides of the ball. So they're not going to play. These teams that are coming to play y'all, or play the Browns, are not going to come and just play around with y'all. They're going to give them their 1,000%. So I think that's what happened. I think the Titans gave it their all, and the Browns just wasn't ready for it. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the Titans. The Titans defense played pretty solid, man. I think that's going to be the most impressive thing is going to be their defense. Last year, the Titans were pretty good last year. People really need to kind of go back and look at how well the Titans did play. I think they kind of slept on them last year. So, Titans are a really solid team. I think they're getting better on defense. Offensive-wise, they got a little more things to work out. They got a great running back, so they need to run the ball a whole lot, play a little play action, dink and dunk, do that type of thing. I think they'll be all right. Yeah, man, Mariota could be a playoff, maybe Super Bowl quarterback, but really it's just up to him and see what he can do. But, yeah, man, great win for the Titans. They might, like I said, they might be the team to look out for in the AFC that people might sleep on and they don't need to sleep on, so... like I said, great game by the Titans. Browns got a lot of things to figure out if they want to be anywhere near what they expect or any of us expect them to be. So they got some work to do, but yeah, that'll do it for me.
Just to piggy off what he said, people act like the hype machine was like they're gonna win the Super Bowl this first game. So yeah. I understand why the Browns maybe were reading their own press clippings and really.
I just think they were sniffing their own doo-doo. Yeah, they're just, we're the shit, nobody can fuck with us, and like I said, these teams are looking at them going, they got talent, so we can't mess around with them.
Yeah, so, we're going to see how this Browns team can bounce back.
And I think they will.
I think they will too, so that's all I got to say.
That'll do it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Of course, love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. See you on the next one.